Own the day, book summary, let's do it. Own the day, own your life. That's the book. It's by Aubrey Marcus, the CEO of On It. It's a natural supplements company that provides tailor-fit programs to really push the limits and allow people to adopt their ideal lifestyle. Now, the premise of Own the Day is that it's a practical book filled with all these tips to help someone like you optimize your whole day. Now, when I say jam-packed, I mean jam-packed. So I'll just highlight the 5 key ideas that I grabbed from this sucker. Now, what do you do when you first wake up? For me, I reach out for one of these bad boys. Guilty. Here's the thing, we're losing a lot of water when we sleep. Here's what Aubrey recommends. Consider it a morning cocktail. Now, the money is in this morning cocktail simply because it replenishes the nutrients and minerals that we would need to jumpstart our day. Things like potassium, zinc, and calcium. It consists of 12 ounces of filtered water, 3 grams of sea salt, and a quarter lemon squeezed. Now, as for the taste, I would say it's a blander type of Gatorade, Powerade type of concoction. But nonetheless, it's good for you. So, bottoms up. So idea number 1, own your morning with a morning cocktail. Next up, what does white bread, donuts, cereal, and juice have in common? Darn straight you can eat them all at breakfast. However, they're all filled with carbs. And that's carbs with refined sugar and very little fiber. So why is this important? Carbs raise the sugar levels in your bloodstream. And these high levels are really poisonous to your cells, which is why your body naturally releases the hormone insulin to counteract it. And that means to keep your blood sugar levels in check. But what sucks is that the insulin, when entering into your bloodstream, really makes us lethargic and very irritable. And over the long run, these can lead to health problems such as diabetes. So the second idea for Mr. Aubrey, stop and skip the sugar. Own your diet. Here's a future thought. Instead of a pill that gets rid of a headache, how about a pill that fills you with all the knowledge that you ever wanted? Now, I know it sounds super sci-fi, but until then, we're gonna have to adopt other ways in speeding our learning. And one of those better ways in learning is making use of your dead time. So an example is the commute. It's a dead time for a lot of people. You know, music is great. You can jam it out then to the latest tunes, but why not take that time to learn and grow? So Aubrey recommends audiobooks and podcasts because you multitask. So the third big idea, own your dead time. What do you think when you see this? No. That is terrible. Come on. Stop it. I'll just use this image. Yum, right? Or this? Vacation. Yeah. Now, I bet when you saw either of those images, you associated with something positive. Association is powerful. And that's why Aubrey recommends that you really associate your workspace with positivity, productiveness, and just overall zen. And one way to do that is by spraying your area with a scent. And you recommend something that's rather neutral, lemon. So think about it. Now, whenever you hunker down and smell lemon, you know it's time to bang out some good work. So number 4, own your workspace. Now we're coming full circle. You woke up, had your morning cocktail, owned your day. Now you're headed off to bed. What do you do to wind down? Unload all those thoughts. Aubrey loves documenting right before he goes to bed the top 3 things that he's gonna do the subsequent day. So he goes to bed clear-headed, uncluttered, zen. And you know the adage, everyone should have at least 8 hours or so of sleep per night. There is something to that. Aubrey mentions that it may be difficult for some people to go a full 8 hours. Sleep is supposed to be on a cycle. So if you can possibly get 35 cycles a week, that would be ideal. Every cycle that you sleep should be 1.5 hours in duration. So if we do some fancy math, everyone should be having 5 cycles of sleep. So that's 5 cycles times by 1.5 hours per cycle is equivalent to 7.5 hours of sleep. round up 8. If you chain these cycles, you should be having on average 5. But hey, if you can't, spend a few less cycles one time and a few more cycles later on in the week to get your full 35 cycle rest. So this way, if you can own your sleep, you can own the results that you want to make. Those were the 5 highlighted ideas, and I totally get it. I snuck in some other tips in there, but as you can tell, there's just so many jam-packed. But as a quick review, number 1, get your morning cocktail on. Number 2, try to stop and avoid sugar. Number 3, learn during your dead time. Number 4, create your ideal environment. And number 5, get your 35 cycles of sleep per week on. Again, there were just so many tips in this book. I simply couldn't cover them all in this one video. There were other tips regarding just supplements, working out, mindset, communication, sex. It's all right here. So I highly recommend the book. Go pick it up. My name is Truman. Thank you so much for tuning in to a brief book club. Really appreciate you spending your eyes and time here. Please let me know if you've read it already. What tips were your highlights? If you didn't read it, what tips are you looking to find? And I can help address that for you. But until then, we'd love some of your support with some of these. And let's stay in touch. Hit the subscribe, hit the ringer. And apart from that, I'll see you in the next video.